Hey guys, we're live at the White House Ellipse, where we're going to have a departure any second. We have two aircraft on the deck today, and the limousine, the motorcade, has not arrived yet. The president has not left the White House yet. He's on his way to Georgia. Hello. It's pretty quiet right now. So we're multicasting with Haps, Haps.tv. You can get the Haps app and broadcast and share it on YouTube and Twitter. That's what I'm doing right now. Just the leaves. It's a little windy. There's a storm coming in. Well, not a storm, just some rain. So some of the leaves are falling. Cheshire, we're at the Ellipse. This is about a quarter mile from the Oval Office, and it's not within the secure zone. So the Secret Service drives the president pretty much anywhere. For example, when President Trump visited Blair House, which is 250 feet outside the secure zone, they drove him. And since this is about 1,200 feet, a 1,200-foot walk, they're going to drive him down here. Yeah, he's going to go see Jimmy Carter. Yeah. He is a bit late, though. So we do have a telephoto lens with us today. We're going to try to shoot with the telephoto. My new iPhone lens arrived literally 30 minutes after I left my house this morning. The Park Police Eagle was doing its scouting mission earlier. It departed, then three Marine aircraft came in. When they don't have the president, their code name is Nighthawk. So there were three Nighthawks inbound. One of them veered off, but the other two landed. Vice President uses what's called Marine 2. It's the same type of helicopter. I think there are 13 physical helicopters of this variation. In fact, we have another presidential trip tomorrow up to Philadelphia. I don't know if that's going to be by helicopter or if he's going to take Amtrak. I'm still pretty damaged from the scooter accident yesterday. He loves trains. I'm surprised he's not taking an Amtrak. Yeah, Seth, me too. I'm patiently waiting that as well. So we're now 8 minutes late. So the other helicopter you can't see, it's behind those trees over there. I can hear it. Once they button up, I'll move over there and we'll see both helicopters. No, he's going to be driven here. I actually mapped it on Google Maps. It's 1,200 feet from the Oval Office to here as a walk. It's about 1,000 feet as the crow flies, but to walk it's about 1,200. Morning, Paula. Whoops. Sorry, this phone's braced on a fence. It sometimes falls. Oh, there's a vehicle, but not all the vehicles. Yeah, I'm gonna ride scooters, but I've kind of shifted mostly to bicycles. But yesterday was an example of why. That scooter just locked up for no reason and flipped me over handlebars. It was just bizarre. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We've got a vehicle coming with its lights on, and it's just a tow truck. No, it was just not him. Hey, thanks for the subscription. Good morning, Chad. So we saw a couple vehicles moving, but it was false alarm. It looked like a tow truck. It turned out to be like a dog, a canine vehicle. I do have a thick head. Let me try something. Yeah, it was a pretty nasty fall. If you haven't seen this on my YouTube channel, I wiped out an electric scooter yesterday while making a YouTube video, and I filmed the whole thing. Why is he brought in every time? Why is he trekking out? This is about 1,200 feet from the Oval Office, and about half of that walk is outside the White House secure perimeter. I mean, I'm literally standing on a street, 17th Street. So they're very suspicious. They don't really want the president to be exposed walking out here. So they drive him in the Beast or the Suburbans. The White House itself is still very secure, but this area of the Ellipse, this used to have a big fence around it. That's been taken down, so it's less secure now. Yeah, it's about 1,200 feet as a walk. It's about 1,000 feet as the crow flies. I've measured the distance from me to the helicopter is about 500 feet. So it's about twice as long as from here to the helicopter. But the issue is really the security. I mean, this is a totally unsecure area. I'm feeling a little good. I didn't sleep that well because I kept rolling over on my scars last night. Hey, there's Mustang Medic. How's it going, buddy? He's coming back tonight. If you're out, you'll get a chance to see him come back tonight about 9 o'clock. I will probably be sleeping. This is quite a delay. We're 15 minutes delayed now. To be honest, the Marine has not even opened up the helicopter. I'm trying to fix the tripod here. You can see the door is still shut. You know, actually, if I move a few feet this way, hang on a second, guys. Sorry about all that. Sorry about all that. And then it drops again. Oh. It'll be about 2 months before they land at the White House again. I need one of those bendable tripods. This is a straight tripod. That's why if I had bendable one, I could just tie it up. He's going to Atlanta. He's going to see Jimmy Carter. The main color of the Air Force is blue. The main color of the Marines are green. So I believe Air Force One's color scheme was picked by Jackie Kennedy, actually. Yeah, that was a good wipeout yesterday. I'm recovering. Yeah, his public schedule is published every day. If you go to factba.se, Factbase, which is a Swedish website, they publish his schedule every night at midnight. Rockin', this is on a tripod, but it's on a metal fence, and it's not really staying still. So when the fence wiggles, you guys wiggle too. The Marine Sentry has not opened the door yet. He's off to Atlanta. I do need it. Roxy, that's what I need is one of those gorilla tripods. I think I'm going to get. You can. There's no U.S. website that I've found that's been reliable. There are websites, but they come and go. You can also just go to Twitter and search on Twitter for Biden schedule. Somebody always posts it. Good luck on your test, Eric. I am 550 feet away from that helicopter. I measured it with Google Maps. He's going to Atlanta. Whoa, somebody kicked the fence. No, the scooter wasn't hacked. It just has this artificial intelligence that shuts it down in some places, and I think that's what happened. The White House is currently closed due to construction. You cannot land a helicopter on the White House grounds. It would explode. So they have to land in the Ellipse for the next 2 months. Hang on, we're gonna fix the camera again. Can you see the zoomed out view? Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at right now. That's the zoomed out view of the Ellipse. The cars you see parked are White House staff and Secret Service staff vehicles. They're tested, they're checked by dogs all throughout the day. And the ground behind it is the Ellipse. If they were to land at the White House ground, giant sheets of plywood would be blown up into the sky, hit the rotors, and the helicopters would explode. Basically, it would be a mess. Oh, whoa, sorry, it locked up there. The White House is undergoing new plumbing and telecommunications construction. It's a multi-year project. It'll be finished in 2022, but they're doing the South Lawn over the next 2 or 3 months. It started under Trump, and it's continuing on through this administration. I think it was actually budgeted under Obama. Green one is a Sikorsky. Yeah, the new zoom lens arrived 30 minutes after I left the house, so I don't get to use it today. I'll use it tomorrow, though. This is the latest I've ever seen them. Yeah, they're putting in 5600 baud modems at the White House. 9600 baud. I think they even got AOL. Well, if you look at my videos and you look at like Richard, Citizen Journalist, and even Mustang Medic, we've all shown the construction. There's some very, very large sheets of plywood on the grounds. It's definitely all dug up. I did scratch my Apple Watch. I'm picking up a replacement watch this afternoon. See you later. AOL, I just read about AOL is going to get sold. NBC was talking about offloading them or whatever. Oh, they're opening traffic. Hello. So this is odd. I don't have any Dodge cars. So the Secret Service has actually opened the road to traffic.
You know, when you kind of
which means significant delay.
bring that to there.
Let me zoom out and show you what's going on again. So the Secret Service has just opened up the road to cars. Absolute no-no if the president was coming, which means that we're going to be here for a bit. So they decided to release the traffic. Obviously, there is some sort of major delay. AOL, Time Warner. I'm sorry, maybe it wasn't NBC. You're right. It's Time Warner. AOL is owned by Time Warner. I read that Time Warner was going to sell AOL and like Huffington Post and a bunch of other properties. That Yahoo, I think they own part of Yahoo too. I'm not sure what the issue is. Yeah, it is pretty. It's interesting. The birds didn't start chirping until the traffic came back. Maybe they know. I don't know. There's some. I still get emails from people like, hit me up on AOL Messenger. I'm like, what? Let's see if we can get while we're bored. Oh, look at that. Hang on. You can't see that. Ah! Yeah, this area here is the Ellipse, and the grass hasn't been cut for a long time because the fences are around it, and it was winter. If you guys watch the live White House webcam, you might see the helicopters take off. There is a small National Guard deployment at the Capitol, but not down here at the White House. On ADSB, they don't squawk on the ADSB networks, Marine One. But if you have a website that tracks TISB, Traffic Information System Broadcast, TISB, that's the real radar broadcast, and you will see these aircraft unidentified on the TISB websites, but not the ADSB websites. The weather is really nice today. Oftentimes the webcam is working, but the YouTube link is not. So if you go to EarthCam networks, you can still see the webcam even if the YouTube link is down. There's some sort of cross connect that messes up. He's going to Georgia in about Biden, yes.
And he will be alone, or is
his wife. And there's a staff helicopter as well. There's 2 helicopters there.
Okay.
If you wait, well, he's late. He's very late.
Okay.
Like a half hour. But he should be coming in a motorcade, and he'll get into the first helicopter
From this
soon.
place,
Yes, from the White House, yes. We don't know which side he'll come out of, the West Wing or the East Wing. But he'll arrive, and then he'll walk up into that helicopter.
Okay.
And then they take off.
Nice. And the best place to see is...
This is a good spot. If you go down there where those children are, you see down there, you get another good view as well. A little bit fewer trees down there.
Okay.
And so,
You have more trees over there?
A few less trees.
Less trees.
Less trees, but a little bit farther away, but less trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the information.
Sure.
Thank you.
We don't know how long it will take.
He's 33 minutes late, so he should have left a half hour ago. So
It's normal, he's the president.
yeah, does what he wants.
He's allowed to be late.
Yes, he is. But they haven't even opened up the helicopter. Usually a Marine will open the door. They haven't even done that. So
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure he's doing that very quickly.
yeah, they're pretty well. Also, if you go down towards the Washington Monument,
Yes.
you see that big fire truck way over there in the
Yes,
distance.
yes.
You can go there, and the helicopter will go right over your head.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a really neat picture.
Thank you.
And you'll have the White House in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's allowed to,
Yes.
use the mobile phone. Huh?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Nobody's going to kill us.
Free country. Just don't cross the fence, then they'll shoot you.
Okay.
No, that won't.
Okay. Thank you for
Have fun.
Have a good day.
Bonsoir.
We'll send that to Mr. Macron.
Yes,
Of course.
Some French tourists. Au revoir. So yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like me. Oh, hang on a second. Thought they were blocking the streets again. No. Yeah, we got nothing going on until the streets are closed. I suspect that's why he's there, yeah. Because I've been here this whole time. It's like, let's go by the guy who has no life. Yeah. Those are special police mountain bikes. They're made for cops. We have a vehicle approaching, but it's just one. Yes, the Park Police helicopter does a loop prior to the arrival of Marine One, and it did do the loop earlier today. That cop is probably 100 feet away, 150 feet away. I mean, if I yelled, he might be able to hear me. The bikes are really heavy duty constructed. They're pretty heavy, and like someone said, they do use them to literally shove protesters with them. They're basically riot control. If you want to look at ADSB, go to adsbexchange.com. If you want to track TISB, that's a little bit harder. You almost have to build your own ADSB tracker and get a TISB feed. Some hardcore military air types that I know, they track TISB. But I think they do it with like Raspberry Pis and they build their own system. But if you go to ADSB Exchange, you can think. If you go to ADSB Exchange, and look over Georgia, I bet you'll see a tanker that'll be flying fighter jets. And you will see Air Force One depart. They do broadcast on ADSB. I have never met Biden. I have seen him when I worked on Capitol Hill and he was a senator. I occasionally saw him in the hallways, but I never said, "Hey, how's it going, Joe?" No, nothing like that. Is that a woman? I don't know. I thought it was a guy. No, the National Guard presence has gone down considerably. There are steam tunnels off to my right. I did a video on the steam tunnels over here, but there's a vast network of escape tunnels and stuff. The most notable one is the one to the Treasury and then the Treasury Annex, and then that takes you to the alley. I've shown you that alley a few times. You think it's a woman? No, that's a woman, man. Dang, I am so out of shape. I gotta beat me up. Wow, it's like raining leaves right now. The weather cleared. I wonder if they had a weather delay. Oh, I hear some helicopters. I think they're just Army. So there's a couple helicopters to my right, but they are Blackhawks. Blackhawks, just going to the Pentagon. No, they're under the tree now. They back off to the tree to get in the shade. Oh, two Blackhawks went the other way. I'm feeling okay. I did a little rough sleeping last night because occasionally I would roll over and hit one of my road rash. And there were never big crowds in Washington for Trump. I mean, D.C. is like a super democratic city. But most people in D.C. are just so used to this kind of thing. In the summertime, there's a few more people that show up. But there's just no tourists right now. The Park Police helicopter was here prior to the landing of Marine One. I filmed it briefly. It was doing its standard loop. So Shepard, the Park Police helicopter does a loop, and then it leaves the airspace. And once it leaves the airspace, then it's clear for Marine One to come in. I'm not sure what that thing is. The cop has got his foot down, or he's holding onto the tree. Can't be sure. We've been here 41 minutes. Hey, Chantel, how you doing? The arm's okay. It's a little tender. little rough. I'm getting a new Apple Watch this afternoon. Turns out, even with a scratch, my old Apple Watch still gets like 50% of the cost of a new one. So I just said, oh, I'll just upgrade.
That already apparently involves that.
They are very behind schedule. We're approaching like 43 minutes behind schedule. And I still see no sign of them even remotely getting ready. They haven't closed the streets or anything. I didn't break anything, though. There are Secret Service agents everywhere. Most of them are Uniform Division Secret Service. The Protective Division is with the president still. But most of these guys, there are some unmarked guys. There's a guy over there with a binoculars. He's looking at me, too. Then behind me, there's multiple Secret Service vehicles. Uniform, like every intersection. The Arsenal hat? I don't think so. I think the Arsenal hat protected me. It was the hand of God. The hat of God. Hello, Germany. Barry, Marine One has to land on the Ellipse for the next 2 months due to construction on the South Lawn landing zone. There's a giant ditch in the South Lawn with a bunch of construction boards. If the helicopter tried to land on the South Lawn, it'd be a disaster. So this is about 1,200 feet away from the Oval Office. So about a quarter mile, 400 or 500 meters, I guess that is. And they will drive him down here. About half of that walk would be outside the perimeter, so they're a little suspicious. I mean, I literally just walked up here. There's a bunch of tourists here. A little bit secure. Yeah, mostly okay. The Ellipse parking lot is White House and Secret Service staff only. Departure time is 10:10 Eastern. That was 45 minutes ago. Clinton was notorious late. George Bush was like a stickler for time. In fact, the press hated it because if you were like a minute late, you got left behind with George Bush. Yeah, if you look at my videos and some of the other YouTubers, you can see the construction hoarding. It's a long planned project. I believe it's White House Communications Agency. So Mr. Bicycle Cop just came and checked me out from behind. They still haven't closed the road yet. Well, I think we might be able, after this takes off, to walk out on the Ellipse and I can show you the construction, but I'm not sure. They might keep it shut. The younger Bush was a time stickler. I don't know about the older Bush. Hey, Flames, how you doing? Yeah, you used to be able to walk up to the White House and meet the president and stuff like that, but that's all come to an end. So Bicycle Cop reported back, hey, there's a guy over there, he's got a backpack and a camera. The Ellipse is, I think it's like 100 acres of land. It's like a park. It's just south of the White House next to the Washington Monument. So it's the area between the White House and the Washington Monument, and it's a giant circle. And they've got like a giant circular traffic road, and it's where they have parades. The National Christmas Tree is here, and this is where the protest was on January 6th. President Trump spoke to everybody on the Ellipse. So it's not technically part of the White House. It's technically a national park, national monument area, but the White House basically seizes control of it as they wish. Doing an interview, okay. So Bicycle Cop is still there. I don't know if I brought my other phone. Oh. Whoa, that was weird.
I don't know how they get there. I just figured that it was close.
I don't think they do the Yule log at the Ellipse anymore. The phone stupid message came in and it got activated, and so Haps went offline for a moment. Oh. I'm doing okay, Rosie. Marine 1, I don't believe is armed. It has countermeasures, though. I haven't seen, I mean, Obama has a house here, but I've never seen him on the streets or anything. I heard Hillary was out the other day. tanker just flew overhead for the fighters. Yeah, we're going to Hong Kong. Yeah, these cars are White House employees. This is Washington, D.C. You're on the Ellipse. I'm standing on 17th and I'm standing between 17th, Dog and Edward, D and E Street Northwest. I'm directly in front of the Red Cross. So if you guys go to Google Maps and look up the National Red Cross headquarters, I am standing just across the street from it, and you'll see the same view on Google Maps. Someone said they saw Hillary over the weekend. There is construction on the south lawn of the White House. There isn't any boards on like the White House itself that I've seen. There's a giant tree to my right. If I move to my right, there's literally a tree. Let me see if I can show you. See, there's the tree on my right. Yes, Marine One does communicate with air traffic control. There are websites that publish all of the Marine One communication and Air Force One. Oh, did the door just open? I think the door just opened. Yeah, they just opened the doors.
Oh yeah.
It's still a bit. They haven't closed the traffic yet.
Why was the traffic closed and then they opened it?
Because he's so late. He was supposed to leave 55 minutes ago. So they just said,
This morning?
yeah, they're doing an interview or something.
Oh, is he over there doing an interview?
He's in the White House. He hasn't come down yet.
So they're going to take off from here?
Yes. You will just,
From there to here?
he'll drive the motorcade. It's about 1,200 feet, about a quarter mile actually if he walked it. So. Oh, now they closed the door. Yeah, that was kind of odd. You'll be able to see him board here, and then it'll take about 3 or 4 minutes before they power up, and then they'll take off. The best, if you go down there just a bit, you'll get a shot if you want to take a picture of the helicopter passing the Washington Monument. So it's a really pretty picture down there.
Nice.
Here you might be able to see it, just barely.
You don't know which helicopter it is.
No, it'd be in the front one.
The front one?
Yeah. He hasn't gotten in yet. He's not down here yet. I believe it was a Marine who got off the helicopter, but then he went back in. I don't know what the tail number is. I think there are 13 of these aircraft. I'm never really sure which tail number is which. But if you go to liveatc.net, I think it is liveatc.net, there's a channel for helicopter traffic, 134.50, I think. And you can listen live to helicopter flight control of DC, and you'll hear the call sign going up, Marine One or the Nighthawk. Yeah, horn scared me too. It scared the Secret Service guys as well. Lunch today is going to be a burger.
Are they going to kick us off of this side of the sidewalk?
No, as long as you don't make any sudden moves or anything like that.
Don't stress them out.
Yeah, they're generally pretty cool. They have this attitude, it's like, yeah, we see you, we could kill you if we wanted to. They're just too cool. Though I get checked out a lot. And
Walking off the...
oh, all right, the traffic's getting closed. All right, that's a good
I
sign.
look at it like
This is a good sign.
Yep. Marine One does land in a parking lot when the White House landing zone is fouled due to construction, as it is for the next 2 months. This is the third or fourth Marine One I've filmed here in the Ellipse. So the Secret Service has closed off 7th Street behind me. That's a sign that the motorcade's about to arrive. So the police are actively clearing the streets. You can't see the tail number. There's a tree in my way, and they don't have highly visible tail numbers. I can try to show you. See, there's the tail, that big tree. If you have a TISB tracker set up, you can find the tail number because they'll broadcast that on the TISB network. When I was a bike messenger, I went into a office. One of my I tell you a crazy story when I was a bike messenger. My first day on the job, Gorbachev was visiting Washington, D.C., and I had to get across a security line to deliver a package, but it was closed because Gorbachev's motorcade was coming. So I'm sitting there, standing, looking at a cop, and this cop stops me. He says, "You stop," and I'm like, "What?" He says, "Just wait." And I've only been on the job like 5 hours, yeah. And this other cop, he calls over this sergeant, and they look at me. They look at me up and down. I'm like, "What's going on?" They're like, "You're not him." I'm like, "Not who?" They're like, "Oh, we got a warrant for a bicycle messenger, and you're like the first one we've seen today." I was like, "Oh, okay." They are 1 hour and 5 minutes late.
Oh, that's 4 years from now. That's this is why I'm not doing it.
The call sign would be Nighthawk. All the Marine aircraft use the call sign Nighthawk, like Nighthawk 7, Nighthawk 6, unless they have a president on board. So if you listen to a lot of Nighthawk calls. I used to have a Linux company, Ergo Penguin, and I was reading Rainbow Six. Let's see. Oh, there goes the front door. Front door is open. The Marine's coming out. The front door is open. The Marine sentry has exited the aircraft. And it's a bandwidth issue. There he is on the left. Motorcade is arriving on the left.
There you go.
There's Jill. There he is.
There's Jill.
There he is. He's gotten in.
Celtic.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to get the best picture down there, you'll see it because it'll be in the trees taking off here. You can film them closing the door, but that's about the only other ceremonial type thing going on here.
Thank you so much.
Sure thing. Guys, the signal's gotten bad due to the jammers out here now. We're going to move to a secondary location, but the Secret Service electronic warfare does havoc with the phones out here. So the signal's a total mess due to the, whoa, there goes the rotors. I gotta get farther away from the limo. So the White House, the motorcade has electronic warfare vehicles that really mess with the signal. Well, guys, sorry that got so turbo at the end there, but I'm battling Battling some professional electronic warfare guys. So now that they're gone, the EW mellows out a bit, and my signal is good once again. Hey, let's go see the fire trucks, because everybody likes fire trucks. No? I like fire trucks. So they're going to reopen the road now. He is going to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. He's going to go see Jimmy Carter. Oh, the fire trucks aren't coming this way, are they? Shoot. Well, we'll see. I'm sorry the signal got so wonky. Really out of my control. Next time we'll bring a better system. Maybe as early as tomorrow. This is Haps broadcasting onto YouTube, but we fell victim to the White House's countermeasures for car bombs, where they sort of bathe the whole area in this mobile phone killing signal because they fear someone triggering a car bomb with a mobile phone. So, yeah, most of the fire trucks went the other direction today, unfortunately. It's kind of a bummer. So they're way down there. You can't even see them. Yeah, they have a special vehicle that just bathes the area with electronic countermeasures, and as a result, every time I do, well, like last night during the motorcade broadcast, we got disconnected just when the president was going by and stuff like that. It's annoying, but it kind of happens. They don't talk about it, but if you read enough into you read some blogs and some websites like telecommunications type guys, and they identify the antennas that exist on certain vehicles as they're like, yeah, that's a jammer. So I have a DSLR. I filmed on it. This will be on my YouTube. Hopefully we'll have a little bit better view. I'll upload that a little bit later today, along with some other footage from yesterday. I'm in a field of dandelions. What tail sign? I don't even know. I mean, I can't see. They're painted in black, but let me see. Let me see if the trackers are up. I don't think they're on the ADSB trackers. And I don't have the TISB on my phone. Let me check with the guys who know. Oh, it's up. So the guys I follow, the National Military Air Traffic Network guys, they've got it on TISB. So you will see on ADSB Exchange, you will see a VC-25, which is a 747, take off from Andrews Air Force Base shortly, in the next 15 minutes probably. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube, yeah. A lot of dandelions. Okay, guys, hey, I'm sorry it got so fricked, so turbo at the end there, but that's life. there's another helicopter tomorrow, and my new lens should arrive. So hopefully tomorrow we can get a little bit better quality video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe on haps.tv or youtube.com. And for now, I'm going to go get a hamburger. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Sorry it wasn't a little bit better. We're still trying. See you later. Maybe.